Hello everyone, my name is Romeo, host of the Cortex YouTube channel, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out, where is it? Ah, here we are. Ooh, the Logitech G915. So, roll in the intro and we'll get what we need to do. So, covering what we got in the box. So this is everything you get in the box. As you got here, we got the G915. So this is the latest fight slip keyboard from Logitech. It's got a light speed, so it's wireless, tactile switches, so they're non-clicky switches, but they're also non-linear, so they're the mid one. So although they have a little bit of a click to them, they've got tactile bump to them, and these also support light sync. So if we get into the box, so it says Logitech G here. So you get this like cardboard looking plastic cardboard sheet to protect the keyboard underneath. And what we get underneath here, we are greeted with the keyboard itself. So we've got the keyboard here, the nice thing, and we've got the rest of the accessories. So if I take this all out, so this is everything you get in the box. We've got the main thing, which is the keyboard, tactile keyboard. And if I turn it on, you can see the lights here. I'll go into a bit of the in-depth how you do the lights and the different animations and lights, or in the G Suite Hub later on. We've got this dongle. That you plug into the keyboard, the computer. Next is we've got the charger. So this is a micro USB. May not be able to see it. To normal USB that plugs into your computer and plugs into a USB port or a micro USB port. There's only one on your keyboard. And we've got a packet here which contains a G-stick sticker and a warranty and manual should you need it. So that's everything you get in the box. Also, as you can tell, we've got, these are the mechanical switches, so there are the tactile switches. So these are the non-clicky ones, so although they do have clicky feedback, they're tactile, so they've got tactile bump to them. So they have got some clicky feedback, so they do make clicky sounds, but not they're like got tactile bump to them, so they're not as quiet as the GL linear, which are the red switches. We've also got the multimedia functions here. We've got M1, M2, M3, and the MR, which will record micros on here. And these are to set the profiles. You can even set for the colors here. We've got a wireless mode. There's also the Bluetooth button if you want to use this keyboard while in Bluetooth. My computer doesn't have it, so unfortunately I have to use just wireless mode. This button here, say you're in a game and you don't want to use the window keys, you can disable this by pressing this button. This is the brightness button. as you keep on pressing it will dim it and to turn off. We've got the caps lock indicator, battery indicator, as well as this big text that says light speed. Over here we've got the scrolling button for the volume, media control, so back button, play button, forward button and volume button. We've got keypad here. So, and now I'll be telling you what I like about this keyboard. So, it's got this aluminium brush on the top of it, which makes it look very sturdy and high quality build, which I like. Plus it's like a metallic-y grey colour, which is very nice. I like the lighter modes that you get with this keyboard. Obviously within the software you can customize it. I've got it on this color wave scheme here, so it's cycling all through the colors. I also like this scroll wheel button here. So like say you don't want to go to the inside your screen and you don't want to go to the volume controls and scroll, you could just use the scroll button, which is a handy feature. Although you can only use this for scrolling for the volume, you can't use it to do anything else, just scrolling a web page. Now one gripe I do have about this keyboard is I wish there was like a brightness button. Although there's a brightness button for the keyboard itself for the colours, so like you can dim it and switch it off if you don't want bright colours on the keyboard. I wish there was like a button to like do the same for the screen, other than you having to go into the screen menus and do it off yourself, which is like takes a bit more of your time. If you just place a button next to the brightest button and indicating that it's for the screen, would be a much better job. And finally, I'm sure some people want me to tell you about gaming. So when I'm playing like CSGO for example, I feel like these tactile switches are very nice. So like, although I'm not live streaming, it's such a nice feeling when you go into the game and you move around or pick that space button there. It's a really, really, really nice feeling. And I love it. I love this keyboard. So the price for this is roughly £209, which is hell expensive, I know. But this keyboard is worth it. Although the price, I would say wait a while. If the price is that much, wait a while, because one time I saw a drop to like in the 150s. So wait for it. But if you really want this keyboard, it is a lovely keyboard. So to wrap up everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit that like button, subscribe, everything. So this keyboard primarily will be linked in the video description below. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I'll leave a poll, an eye in over here, or here, I think, yeah, here, so you can hit that video and look for yourself.